Hello everyone, the next video we're going to do is number 22 and it's how to control a DC motor using the microbit. And that's DC motors are like the yellow motors that we have in the workshop, and maybe the red cap ones or the grey cap ones that you'd also use. So new project, this is number 22 that, and we just call it DC motor control. Okay, so just create that. Okay, so again, we can get rid of forever, put your name on start. Okay, so what we're going to need anyway, we're going to need an input there. So on button A, right, we're going to control one of the motors. We're actually going to try and do two motors. So bring in another button there, bring in button B there as well. Okay, so like before with the servo, you need to bring in the extension. So go right down the bottom there and hit the plus, and we need to tell the web page what board we're using. So we're using the all in one. All in one. So just do the search for that. It'll pop up on the left here. That's grand. So then it's over here, fourth one down, and we're going to be using the second one down on that, and you'll see it's a whole section on motors. So we're going to bring in on motor 1. We'll bring in another one there actually. We'll sort that out. Now there's a function there, turn off the motor. That's going to be handy now. I'll just bring over B there for a second. Now, so let's see, on button A, motor 1 is going to go on forward direction. Now at the moment it's going to speed 0, so that's no good. We need to change that to, we'll change it just to 80% for the time being, just to show we can change it to different values. Now straight away then it turns off the motor, so we actually won't see it going. So what we need to do is we need to add in a pause there. So we need to add in a pause there. So how long do we want the motor to actually work for? And sure, if we put it in as 2000 there, that's equivalent to 2000 milliseconds, that's 2 seconds. That's okay. So on button A, it'll go forward at 80% for 2 seconds, and then it'll turn off. So it'll automatically, you don't have to press anything else. Once you press it, it'll automatically run. So we can try something a bit tougher there on button B then. So let's go again there, right? So we can go down to our motors again. We need to turn off our motor. We need a pause. We need a pause there again. We need a pause, or it'll just turn off straight away. So if we change that to, again, well, we can change that one to 5000 there. Do it for 5000. That's okay. Now we're still talking about motor 1, but we want to control the second motor, so change that 1 to a 2, and we need to change turn off 1 to 2. So this time we're going on motor 2 on direction forward. We can change that to reverse if we want, and let's do it at, say, speed 50. That's okay. Oh, not L50. I can catch the slider there as well, and yeah. Okay. Right, so that's grand. So it's going, motor 2 is going reverse at 51% speed, pausing, doing that for 5 seconds, and then it's turning off. But sure, if we wanted to turn back on again, we can duplicate that. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Right, so this is the trouble with doing it on a phone. It just, there's a lot of, not much space on it. So we need to duplicate the turn off as well, don't we? Duplicate, maybe it's there. There it is there underneath there. Right, so let's have a look. I put in another pause there. We'll do that in a minute. So let's see. Yeah, we put another pause in the middle there. So we're going to get it going reverse at 51% for 5 seconds and it'll turn off. We'll wait another say 3 seconds there, so that's 3000 milliseconds. That's okay, and now we're going to send it back in the forward direction at 100%. So change that to 100% speed. That's done, and we're going to wait for again another 5 seconds. That's going to do it for 5 seconds, and it's going to turn it off. So motor 1 is just going to go forward at 80% speed for 2 seconds, turn off, and then on button B, motor 2 is going to go reverse at half speed for 5 seconds, turn off. Then it's going to wait 3 seconds, and it's going to go in the opposite direction for 5 seconds at full speed. So this would be very, very handy as like if you're trying to create a code maybe for a gate that opens and closes, or a barrier system or something like that. So we can go ahead now and download that to the microbit, and I'll just flip over to the camera here now. Right, so I just have, you'll see it here on the motor connectors there. You can motor 1, motor 2, motor 3, we can connect another 4 actually, another 2, 4 in total, as well as all the servos we can connect that we saw in the previous video. So we just have our mains battery there, or our DC battery, sorry, a 9 volt. So let's have a look here. So I just hit the reset button there, so we're expecting Mr. R. So remember, button A, it went one direction and stopped. So we're expecting this to stop after 2 seconds. Right, now this one we're expected to go one direction for 5 seconds, stop for 3, and then go the direction for 5. So that's button B. So we're waiting now for 3 seconds, and it should go the opposite direction for 5. As I said, very, very handy. So you could easily put this into a kind of a hand controller and just have your 2 wires going down to your project if that's what you wanted, you know. So and later on we'll be showing you how we can actually use a second microbit to control this one. So this all could be in your project, and then you just have another microbit in your hand. So that's all. Number 22, controlling a DC motor using a microbit.